my beautiful house. I'm going to stay here. And then all of a sudden the fire comes. The next thing you know, flood waters and you got a problem. So I guess nowadays to play it safe instead of sorry is to get out of the areas if you think there's any chance of it. And that's kind of what the authorities do now. You know what's been great are the smartphones. They're able to hit you if you leave your smartphone on with an alert. I remember I was up in Santa Rosa once at the Fountain Grove Inn, which did burn down here in the last fire up there. And there was rain going on and there was a flash flood watch in that area. And trust me, I stayed awake and kept my eyes peeled for a while.
If you're a small business, first impressions can make all the difference. With Grasshopper, you get all the features of a professional business phone system on your mobile phone. Choose a business phone number, make calls, and send texts. Stay connected and work from anywhere with features like Wi-Fi calling and our desktop app. Set up your account in minutes with no long-term contracts and 24/7 customer support. Make your small business big. Now get $20 off your first month when you visit grasshopper.com/radio. That's grasshopper.com/radio.
When you have your own restaurant, you have to get your hands dirty. Literally. Like right now, I'm unclogging my grease trap. I also print my own menus every day, so I rely on Staples for great deals on ink. I mean, I can't afford to run out, like my last 3 busboys.
Right now at Staples, buy 1 HP ink and get the second 30% off, so you can afford to stock up, because you can't afford to run out.
Oh, good. My sous chef just quit.
Visit Staples today and keep your ink stocked and your business moving. Ends 1/13/18. See store or staples.com for details. Restrictions may apply.
We are back in the lounge. Lots of things going on here at CRN this week. And someone was working on my computer in my office. It was Matt. You're right. On our operations department. And I went in there to shout at Matt, and I did a double take. I had my glasses off, and it didn't look like Matt. And it was our lovely executive producer, Courtney Cadera. And you're not Matt. There's a new monitor there, so I just saw some eyes over the top of it. It was I don't know where Matt went. Anyway, welcome back here to the show. We're going to try and see. I forgot today we're going to try and get Bob Miller on the show because Bob Miller, the voice of the Los Angeles Kings, is being honored with a statue.
Oh, really?
At Staples Center this weekend. There's a big statue they're putting up for him, and that's a big honor for this guy, one of the great broadcasters of all time, Hockey Hall of Fame broadcaster Bob Miller. Hopefully we'll have him on the show. Just a follow-up here on those floods in Southern California. So here's a deal. You know, everybody's tweeting these days. I think the president knows best how to handle Twitter. He's able to get his thoughts on people, say something. Next thing you know, he throws out his opinion or his thought on it, and can't question the guy. It comes out as a tweet, you know, where the president's standing. So people have been going to Twitter more and more these days, and the President Donald J. Trump has a humongous following of people on Twitter. But Rob Lowe apparently put a tweet out, and over this Bella Thorne. She's an actress, I guess kind of an actress, sort of, but you know, there's a common phrase everybody has that you should think about, everybody, when they tweet, and that's think before you speak.
Amen.
Think about what you're going to say. But, you know, with the new age of social media and smartphones, sometimes people need to really think before they tweet instead of speaking. They should think before they put that tweet out there. So this was this Bella Thorne. This was a big social media feud that sprang up here just a couple of days ago, along with Rob Lowe. And Rob, one of the great actors, and she, by the way, Bella Thorne, what was she in? Shake It Up and The Babysitter. She tweeted about her annoyance with traffic on California roadway, freeway, Highway 101, which is the freeway that was closed because of the floods that you're talking about, the mudslides. There was a poor guy on there that was talking. He was driving his car, going up there, and all of a sudden he saw this wall of mud come and almost pushed him off the freeway. He was able to escape and stay safe, but that's a scary thing because it just came that fast. Flash flood, mud over the top of the freeway.
That's
up
right.
from the bottom where the riverbed was over the top. So Bella Thorne, she tweets, you know, blippity blippity. She's got hashtags and everything there to put it out like she's giving a cuss word. And she goes, blah, 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 you 101 to Santa Barbara. I'm missing my boyfriend's first date on his big tour. And there's then a sideways frowning face.
Right.
She's got 2 dots in those parentheses that make a frown. Well, does she not know what's going on in the news? They're searching for people who have, you know, possibly perished and maybe trapped underneath debris.
Obviously, she does not.
So she got a big backlash on social media, and it includes a message, a special one from Rob Lowe, the actor. And Rob Lowe took big issue with Bella Thorne's recent tweet, and he took to Instagram to share his message to Bella. And he says, this is from Rob Lowe, this attitude. And again, remember her tweet was blippity blippity you 101 to Santa Barbara. I'm missing my boyfriend's first date on this big tour. And he says, this attitude is why people hate celebrities / Hollywood. Bella, I'm sorry you were inconvenienced. We will try to move out our dead quicker.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. Stuck it right at her. I mean, you know what? That's a sad state of affairs. I mean, this woman, all she cares about is getting to someplace on time, not realizing that there are rescue efforts going on, that people are in a worse shape than she could be, stuck in the poor 101 freeway and not going to see her little rappy boyfriend. Big deal. If people have lost their lives here, it's like, shut it up.
Well, it's all
Put
about
a sock
me,
in
me,
your puss,
me,
baby.
me. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about with some of these youngsters.
I was at a restaurant just last night, and the guy he's on Yelp. And we'll have him on one of our shows. And it's a wonderful restaurant, Italian in Santa Monica. And it seats maybe about 25 people, 25, 30 people. This guy, the Chef Claudio, he's been around since Wolfgang Puck started and Pier Savaggio, and he was at Pane e Vino. He was the chef behind Pane e Vino, which, by the way, the restaurant in Santa Barbara is flooded out there. But he was put all of the menus together. He was at El Fornaio, and he has this restaurant now. And it's wonderful food, and it's great. Osteria, I forget the name. I got to look it up for you. I will have it before the end of the show. But he comes over, sits at the table, and he says he's got great following on Yelp, to which I say, really? And then I started looking at the people that were coming into his restaurant. They were middle-aged or older people,
Right.
who are not the Yelpers of the world. And these young kids or these millennials, every time a little sliver comes and sticks them in their rear end at a restaurant, they go into a diatribe about how terrible the restaurant is. Like, oh, this is the first time I've ever had cold coffee. I will never come back to this restaurant again. You
Really?
know? That way, have you ever looked at some of the things they talk about on Yelp?
Yes, I have.
Instead of, like, if you have a problem at a restaurant, if you're sitting there with your girlfriend or your loved one or whoever it is, your wife, your special person, whatever, and there's a problem, isn't the natural thing to get up and say, may I speak to the manager and say, look, I got a problem. My food is cold. This is not right, whatever, and give the restaurant a chance to correct something that you don't like?
Exactly.
Not so with millennials. They'll sit there forever, look around, and it's like their one claim to fame that they got to go ahead and bitch and moan on a Yelp site. They're idiots. And so this guy at this restaurant has these great ratings because the food is great, but it's because people that go there are actual adults. They sit there and they probably realize that if they have a problem, and we had a problem last night. We were checking it out for the What's Cooking Today show, and it was myself and the lovely Courtney Cadera, and we ordered a veal saltimbocca, which is veal with the prosciutto, a little bit of cheese. Everything's delicious.
Wow.
And they brought out a dish, and I'm looking at it, and Courtney said, I don't think that's veal saltimbocca. I said, I don't know, maybe it's a special cheese they put on. It was fish.
Oh, my.
They brought out a fish dish, and it was delicious. I tasted it, but then I had a little bite because I wanted to see what it was, but I didn't sit there and eat the whole thing until the guy came over, and I said, weren't we supposed to have veal saltimbocca? He says, oh, I'm so sorry. He says, do you still want that? I will go back and get it. So what am I going to do? But, a Yelper that's a millennial will sit there and go, I have never been so disappointed in my life. Like these Yelp morons don't know the difference between when they make a mistake. They go ahead and complain about it instead of just calling somebody over and say, hey, wasn't this supposed to? So as it was, we had the veal saltimbocca, and they let us keep the fish, and we got to taste that at the same time. Wow. Sometimes it works out to your advantage when they make a mistake.
You got an extra meal to take home.
I didn't. Courtney did. Courtney grabbed onto that veal saltimbocca like it was like her boyfriend Mikey. I'm telling you, she wouldn't let go of that.
Really?
Yeah. If I was Mikey, I'd be worried.
Uh-oh. That tasty.
We found something that matches up to him. Veal saltimbocca.
Oh, my.
She said her mom likes it as well, so I said, you take it to your mom.
Oh, okay.
She did. They're getting hitched up.
Oh, yeah.
Not her mom. I'm talking about Courtney and
Courtney and Mikey.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, great guy.
She didn't take it to Mikey, by the way. I don't know why, because as we all know, Mikey eats anything.
Oh, really?
Don't you remember that commercial with little Mikey there? Mikey eats everything?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I am getting old.
Well,
If you can't remember, I'm in big trouble. Anyway, kudos to Rob Lowe for calling the pot black or whatever they say. It's
And a spade.
This Bella Thorne saying that she's going to Santa Barbara, missing my boyfriend's first date because the road is closed. And he says, my attitude is why people hate celebrities Hollywood. Bella, I'm sorry you were inconvenienced. We'll try to move our dead out quicker. Touche.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Hi, everyone. This is Fred Dreyer with some breaking news. My new movie, Highway 395, has just been released. Highway 395 is my latest movie and is now available for all of my friends and listeners to own. Highway 395 is a classic modern-day Western thriller. Action, romance, and the frontier spirit. It's all there in my new movie, Highway 395. Now, here's the best part. You can own this movie tonight by going to my brand new website, freddryer.co. Head to my website now at freddryer.co and check out the trailer. Then order the movie for a great night of entertainment. And while you're at freddryer.co, check out the memorabilia and my career highlights. But don't forget to order my new action thriller movie, Highway 395. So head over to freddryer.co. That's freddryer.co.
We're back in the lounge. Yours truly, Michael Horn, Tomas. Yeah, this Rob Lowe thing and this Bella Thorne, she's upset that she can't get to her boyfriend's first date on his big tour, and she's blocked off from driving north on the 101 freeway to Santa Barbara from Los Angeles, where the mudslides occurred. Rob Lowe tweets back, he said, this attitude, or he's on Instagram, he says, this attitude is why people hate celebrities in Hollywood. Bella, I'm sorry you were inconvenienced. We'll try to move out our dead quicker. And then she says, blippity blippity blip, just caught up on some news, had no idea why the 101 was shut down. Get home to your family safe. Get home. They got mudslided out.
You'll not be able to really get home. They probably have to go to some hotel or motel
Here's
or
the
something.
thing. People are all upset. This country is full of hate these days. A lot of people either love Donald Trump or they hate Donald Trump. He's the president of the United States. Why don't you watch the news and cheer him on to get the stock market up, get us a tax break back, get things going. He's going to do some things you like. He's going to do some things you don't like. President Barack Obama did some things you like, some things you don't like. Every president's the same way. You know, they're human beings. They have an idea of what they want to try to do for the country. So wish them well. Maybe the country will be better if they get accomplished what they set out to do, instead of complaints and all this stuff. And I'm glad Rob Lowe admonished her on it, but it's like, it tells me that there's a lot of people out there that just aren't connected to what's going on in the real world. Their head is in the sand, like a pelican.
Or in the mud.
Or in the mud. Anyway, so that's Laser. By the way, program note, we are going to have Bob Miller on the show on Monday.
Okay.
He's going to be... he'll be on our Monday edition for you there, so we'll get that going for you.
Okay,
It'll be
sounds
great.
good.
Next week you'll hear Monday or Tuesday, depending on what day you hear our lounge show. You'll be able to hear Hall of Fame broadcaster for the Los Angeles Kings, Bob Miller, being honored with a star, not only a star, he's got a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame already, but there's going to be a statue out in front of Staples Center. You realize Los Angeles has been blessed with some of the great announcers of all time?
Oh, yeah,
Dick
definitely.
Enberg with the Angels did that for so many years, and Vin Scully with the Dodgers, his baseball, Bob Kelly for many years with the Los Angeles Rams. They had the great Don Drysdale, hockey, Bob Miller now being honored, Chick Hearn with the Lakers. I mean, and these guys stayed in their jobs forever. If they didn't stay there for like 40 years, they were flunkies. I mean, it's really stayed for a long time. And I'm talking about some great announcers all over the country, Midwest, East Coast, all these greats. But it seems like Los Angeles, a lot of people put the heat on L.A. saying, oh, the fans leave early, I'll do this. That's because they want to listen to the broadcast on the radio. They'd rather listen to that than watch the game. As I tell you, that's the kind of deal that goes on. So anyway, congratulations to Bob Miller being honored by a great organization, the Los Angeles Kings hockey team. Now, Quentin Tarantino's in the news. He's going to do a Manson movie, I guess. Leonardo DiCaprio is going to star in Quentin Tarantino's untitled Charles Manson movie. Apparently, this has been confirmed by Variety magazine. And DiCaprio is going to play an aging, out-of-work actor in the film. Margot Robbie is being eyed for the role of Sharon Tate. This is a gruesome thing that they're going to put together, and I guess only Quentin Tarantino could put this together, the Tate LaBianca murders. Oh, boy, this is... It's they want the movie to open on the 50th anniversary of the day that the Manson family committed the LaBianca murders, and the day after Sharon Tate was killed, the Tate LaBianca murders. And leave it to Quentin Tarantino for this. I don't know if I want to watch that.
No.
There's a lot of stuff that I don't want to watch. I like to watch action adventure stuff. I don't even want to watch the movie about the Washington Post. It's like, you know what? I watch the news all day, fake news, regular news, whatever you like. I want to watch some action adventure. I want to see The Commuter with Liam Neeson. That's what I go to the movies for. I like James Bond, action adventure, stuff you can just lose your mind in and escape from the world for a while.
They just don't make movies like they used to.
No. Or maybe, a cartoon with your kids or something, you can go there. Even comedies are just like sort of... Yeah, up and down. Is right. They're just they're stupid sometimes. They used to be kind of funny, and now that sometimes they're just too over the top stupid. So action adventure is what's left. And I'm not talking about the fantasies like the Star Warses and all that. I'm talking about the secret agent types, the guy that go undercover, all this kind of things. There's a Western out now, for God's sakes. I think it's up for an Academy Award that's out right now. And they've got that picture up on as a possible Academy Award winner in some categories. Best Director, something like that. Hostels. I think it's called The Hostels. And it's, they're riding horses. Realize how many, there used to be Westerns every single week. There's a new Western that came out. Now, you can't buy a Western somewhere. Well, you can now. I want to go see The Hostels also.
Great.
See the great scenery out there as they're, riding on horseback. They should actually make a movie out of Brian Kilmeade's book, Andrew Jackson and the Battle of New Orleans, and play that Johnny Horton theme song, The Battle of New Orleans.
Definitely.
When they went down the river and ran down to mighty Mississippi, the British, they went a-running. Since I read this book, and I'm reading it now, I'm having some problems with the British. I might be harboring some old memories here against some injustices done to America by the Brits. I'm sorry.
This is the Mungle on Movies. I'm Matt Mungle. The Commuter opens in theaters this week. It stars Liam Neeson as a businessman caught up in a criminal conspiracy during his daily commute home. Neeson says this about the story.
They have to find this person before the train finishes, gets to the end of the line. But it gets deeper and deeper and heavier, and he realizes that this person he's trying to find is in incredible danger.
The Commuter in theaters this week. Visit mungleshow.com or follow me on Twitter @themungle.
Hi, you lost?
Yes! Medicare is such a maze!
United Healthcare can help.
Is that why you're driving this bulldozer?
Hop in! Choosing a plan doesn't have to be complicated. United Healthcare has the people, tools, and plans to get you through it, including the only Medicare plans with the AARP name.
That was easy.
Need to find a Medicare plan? Get help now at uhcmedicare.com. AARP Medicare plans from United Healthcare. United Healthcare pays royalty fees to AARP. AARP is not an insurer.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui lei ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool, indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha.
Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian Hotel.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-445-3166. 800-445-3166. That's 800-445-3166. Call now. 800-445-3166.
Come to Angelo's and Vinci's to see the memorabilia of movie stars and theatrical magic right in downtown Fullerton, California. See the art of the masters, an Italian town square complete with storefronts of old Italian butchers and cheesemongers, fruit and wine vendors, seamstresses showing their wares, fairy lights from cathedral ceilings, and our ancestors smiling down at you from the family love altar. The romance of Romeo and Juliet, and find the mystical Room of the Moon. And don't forget King Kong, Dracula, Frankenstein, and who knows what awaits you in the wine cellar. Enjoy the great food. We hand stuff our pastas, roll each and every tortellini, bake our own bread, make our own sauces fresh from our private stock of Sicilian family recipes. From pasta to seafood, chicken to award-winning pizzas, tiramisu flown in from Rome. If you can't find something on our menu to tempt you, you don't like Italian food. Try our Sunday brunch, just $18.95, and Angelo's and Vinci's has been named 2 years in a row Best Italian Restaurant in Orange County. Angelo's and Vinci's Restaurant at 550 North Harbor Boulevard in Fullerton, California. Call 714-879-4022. Austria Bigoli is the one. Chef Claudio is there. That's in Santa Monica. It's on Montana if you come to Southern California. Great place. Good pasta, good seafood, and great veal. You don't find veal a lot because a lot of people, when veal used to be tied up in pins and they had little calves in there. Mm-hmm. Now the Provini veal that just runs around, I think, is the one that runs free. And anyway, it was quite good. And Apparently, Courtney brought that home for her mother, and she said it's still in her refrigerator, and she is not giving it to her mother.
Oh, no.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus is celebrating her beating chemo. This is good stuff. Her last day of chemo was last Thursday, and her two sons celebrated the milestone in her battle against the breast cancer with a video tribute and an assist from Michael Jackson. Julia posted the video of her sons, 20-year-old Charlie and 25-year-old Henry, dancing and lip-syncing MJ's Beat It. It was to their mom for kicking her chemo treatment's rear, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus revealed she had been diagnosed with breast cancer in September, started the chemo shortly after. She captioned the video, "Pretty swell, right? Ain't they sweet?" She's sweet. We love Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and all of you that are suffering out there with any kind of illness, cancer or whatever, our thoughts and prayers go out to you to battle it. Hugh Grant is in the news. He is going to be a dad again. He is he's still under 60. He's 57 years old, and his girlfriend, Anna Eberstein, were photographed in a New York City airport this last Tuesday. She's a Swedish television producer, and she has a baby bump peeking out under her coat. And the baby's going to be Hugh Grant's fifth child, his third with Eberstein. They already are parents to a 2-year-old daughter and a son named John Mungo, who's 5. And according to Hugh, he says, quoting, "I'm very happy to be getting another grandchild. She's due rather soon." That's what Eberstein's mother said. It wasn't Hugh. I'm sorry.
Right.
Hugh, Eberstein's mother, Anna Eberstein, her mom said, "I'm very happy to be getting another grandchild. She's due rather soon." And she's 39, Anna Eberstein, and Hugh Grant, I say, is 57. And they were at the Golden Globe Awards. I wonder if she wore black. By the way, did you see those pictures?
Yes, I did.
We talked about them, on the Monday show. Sharon Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I did.
Boy, people have been still talking about Sharon Stone. I mean, this lovely lady is, in her middle-aged years, and she's looking pretty fine. She had her kid with her out there. I don't know. That was kind of a risky outfit to wear with your son.
Thank you. That's exactly what I felt, and I was sort of talking to our Debbie and Courtney both about that. I would feel.
What did they say? What's a woman's point of view?
Well,
especially this is supposed to be a protest. I love that protest outfit of Sharon Stone's. And Mariah Carey's was pretty interesting too.
Well, Debbie thought that
I had to put it on
Mariah
wide field on the TV so I could really enjoy the whole outfit.
I don't know. Mariah was okay for a change, but Sharon, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily want, if I was married to someone, to wear a dress like that. Especially, you're taking your child, your eldest son, I think your only son, with you to an event like that. I just don't
care.
Think
Sharon, if you feel good in that, it was a very nice.
All right.
It was a protest outfit.
All right. I'm old-fashioned.
She is protesting.
I'll admit it.
It was nice. I got more sad news here today because I'm a member of the original Disney Mickey Mouse Club. You too? Mm-hmm. And Mouseketeer. Remember Doreen used to go there. Yes. Doreen, she was out there. I don't know. I'm depressed that she passed away. I'm even more depressed that she was 74.
Can you believe that?
I'm only 33. I don't understand how that could happen. Anyway, our thoughts and prayers go out to Doreen Tracy and her family. She's a great child star. And she was one of the Mouseketeers, those original ones, not the new ones they had for the millennials or, the ones that are middle. Actually, some of them, the old Mouseketeers are like middle-aged people now that used to watch that show.
I never really watched the new
one.
No.
Was Britney Spears one of the Mouseketeers?
I guess that's what our material showed.
This was Doreen was great. And I always even liked Jimmy because he was kind of like the leader of the pack over there. Well, Mickey was, but Jimmy was there. And Roy, I always liked Roy.
Right.
Because he'd come out there and he was an old grizzled guy there, a little overweight. Roy! And Roy'd be sitting out there eating like a half of a side of a beef or something like that. Hi, everybody, I'm Roy. Got to watch one of the old Mickey Mouse clubs.
Oh, goodness.
Roy was always like, he was always at the food truck.
Right, exactly.
Not during the show, probably afterwards. Roy was great. This was in the 1950s, the Mickey Mouse Club, and Doreen was on the show. Howard Green, longtime Disney publicist, said that she died from pneumonia in Thousand Oaks, California, following a 2-year battle with cancer. I need to hear this. Doreen had maintained ties to Disney and show business throughout her life. She was in the film Westward Ho, The Wagons, toured with the Mouseketeers. She was a publicist to, listen to this, Frank Zappa.
Can you believe that?
Was he the Mothers of Invention? Was that Frank Zappa?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Frank Zappa. And she worked at Warner Brothers. It was, she was, boy, some of the great, and Annette Funicello was my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't admit this to anyone. I'll tell you, just to you. But as a kid, I loved Annette so much that I had, at the time, they used to have those little paste-it dolls. They were cardboard, and you could put the clothing on them with little tabs, of clothing. Put them on there.
Yeah.
I had one of those.
Really?
Yeah. A little ahead of my time.
You didn't get in trouble with your
and
brother, did you?
My brother found one recently and gave me one for Christmas, and I just kind of buried it somewhere. And someone's going to dig through my house one of these days and go, this guy, he comes on a weirdo. He's got a Annette Funicello cardboard paste-it. I mean, come on. So anyway, she later served as Annette was on there. Doreen was there. They used to sing the anthem, MICKEYMOUSE. It was on ABC.
Right.
And we didn't get a good signal on ABC. There was no cable when I was a kid. You had a big antenna up there and you turned it.
Right.
And sometimes if you couldn't get the signal with a line of sight, you were banking it off a water tank or something that was on top of a hill.
Yeah, exactly.
Airplanes would go over and the picture would kind of go that fade. Remember, it would go foot, 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 foot. And for 1 second, it would be like, perfect. And then it would get all fuzzy again. And you'd get all kicking the TV or whatever. Yeah. It was interesting. Anyway, I used to race home from school like millions of other kids watching the Mouseketeers, and I used to like the Spin and Marty show and the Hardy Boys, and they had cartoons in there. It was designed for children in the pre-dinner hour. Then we'd go have dinner after the Mickey Mouse Club. It was wonderful. Going to miss Doreen.
Lumber Liquidators January flooring sales going on now. Get more than 80 pre-finished hardwood floors up to 35% off. All Dream Home Ultra X2O laminate is on sale. It looks and feels like real hardwood, and it's water resistant, like Nordic Fog Oak and Tuscan Fusion Maple, up to 30% off. And get Wood Look waterproof floors up to 27% off. Strand Bamboo up to 40% off. More deals from 49 cents plus professional installation and special financing. Hurry, get to Lumber Liquidators January flooring sale today.
I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.875%, APR 4.05%. But choosing the right mortgage lender means choosing much more than just a rate. Let me ask you, does calling the company with the best client service in America, with 11 J.D. Power Awards to prove it, matter? Does calling the company that invented Rocket Mortgage, the industry's most innovative, client-focused technology, matter? Does calling the company with 17,000 plus team members who are helping to rebuild the great cities of Detroit and Cleveland matter? Of course it matters. No wonder our clients have made Quicken Loans America's #1 online lender. Call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com for the best mortgage experience on earth. That's 800-QUICKEN.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
If you're a small business, first impressions can make all the difference. With Grasshopper, you get all the features of a professional business phone system on your mobile phone. Choose a business phone number, make calls, and send texts. Stay connected and work from anywhere with features like Wi-Fi calling and our desktop app. Set up your account in minutes with no long-term contracts and 24/7 customer support. Make your small business big. Now get $20 off your first month when you visit grasshopper.com/radio. That's grasshopper.com/radio.
We're back in the lounge. Yours truly, Michael Horn, along with Tomas, celebrating the life of Doreen, who was an original Mouseketeer on the Mickey Mouse Club. She passed away this week at 74. She was at a hospital in Thousand Oaks, 2-year battle with cancer, and she will be missed. This was a great time. You know, it's good to talk about the Mickey Mouse Club because Tomas and I remember the original club, which started out October 3rd, 1955. So I don't even think I was in school at that time, but getting close to it. And it was a 1-hour show. It was 1 hour for 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forgot that they reduced it to a half hour. I remember being depressed for a couple of years. And that's because they reduced the show to a half hour for 2 more. And when it was the hour show, that's when they'd have the Spin and Marty stuff and the Hardy
Right.
Boys things. Those were those the best of all the Mickey Mouse clubs.
Definitely.
Yep. You know what? It was good. And Annette Funicello was in there, let me tell you. Everybody loved Annette.
Mm-hmm.
Roy liked it when it went to a half hour because he had more time to eat at the commissary. Roy! They go all through. Doreen, Frankie, Mikey, Annette, and then Roy. I liked Roy. Anyway, then they had the 1990s version of the Mickey Mouse Club, and then Ryan Gosling was on that. Britney Spears. What happened to these people? You never hear about them.
Yeah,
Ryan
right.
Gosling, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake, just to name a few of the people that you never hear of again from that Disney Club.
That must have been
That
when
was
they
a pretty
started,
all-star cast, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they started the Disney Channel. It might have been on that because I don't remember even seeing it.
The series that I remember is all in black and white, and then they syndicated it in 1962 through 1965. And, when they had the Disney Channel, I think that's when they brought it back. It was great to bring back the Mickey Mouse Club. But, it launched the careers of Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Kerry Russell, Ryan Gosling, and this is something. So they should bring the Disney Mickey Mouse Club back now and see who they get. Probably I'd send our own Matt there to be on the show.
Oh, he would be good.
Could be an all-millennial Mickey Mouse Club with people just questioning everything on the show. Why are you doing that? Why don't you do this? Right?
Yep.
So, by the way, speaking of Britney Spears, she has signed a new Las Vegas deal for our good listeners on Cox Cable there in Las Vegas. Her Planet Hollywood residency ended on New Year's Eve, and I was depressed because I never got to see her, but she's going to keep on dancing. She's going to be signing a deal to perform at Las Vegas Park Theater. That's where Lady Gaga is going to kick off her 74-date run in December. Bruno Mars, Ricky Martin, Cher, all have recurring performances booked at the theater that's inside the Monte Carlo Resort. So that's going to be good.
Yeah. Sounds like
So
it.
it's good to go to Vegas for country shows and stuff. I recently saw Reba McEntire and Brooks and Dunn doing the Boot Scoot and Boogie. They're trying to compete with some of the more established venues in Las Vegas at the Monte Carlo. This is going to be big. Come on, they're going to have Bruno Mars, Ricky Martin, Cher, Lady Gaga. Come on, and Britney Spears. That Lady Gaga was, I think she's getting married with somebody, but she was with that Taylor Kinney from Chicago Fire. And I'm surprised the women in this office do not watch the Chicago Fire TV show. Because, women do like firemen.
Oh,
And
yes, they do.
some. I'm not talking about the old geezers that are on that Chicago Fire show or Chief Bowden. I love them all. But we're talking about Taylor Kinney's role in there. I mean, you watch that show, Chicago Fire?
No, I have not.
Oh, you might be of interest to you, Tomas.
Oh, really?
They got some nice looking
ladies.
There's some ladies there too. Chicago PD. That's all they're wearing leather jackets and they're out. They're busting crime. But Chicago Fire, they just come out of the workout room. And they're doing some stuff. Anyway, Britney Spears signing her deal. That's pretty good. And NBC is announcing they're going to have a post Super Bowl Tonight Show special. Oh, hold on to your hats for this one. Jimmy Fallon. I wonder if he'll be playing beer pong or something on there. Come on. Justin Timberlake, who's performing on the halftime show, is going to chat with Jimmy Fallon after the show. And Mandy Moore will be there and others. So you can tune in and watch. It's going to be on on February 4th. The Super Bowl. Going to be a big show. NBC, February 4th. Now, Harvey Weinstein's in the news again. Apparently, can you believe this? He went through a divorce.
No, I wouldn't doubt it.
Come on. Here's my thing on Harvey Weinstein. He's a freak, and he shouldn't be doing that. But all these people protesting are somewhat nuts because they allowed it to happen. They knew it was going on. Some women complained about it. Hey, if I'm a woman and I'm starting out in show business and Harvey Weinstein says, hey, come on over and sit down and watch me take a shower, I'll say, sure, see you later. And I turn around as soon as he's in the shower and his underwear off, I'm out the door.
Thank you.
I wouldn't hang around for that and degrade myself watching this old fart do whatever the stupid perverted stuff is. I'm out the door.
Yeah, I would.
And this should be a lesson to you youngsters listening to the show. If there's something weird going on, just get away from it.
Exactly.
Don't allow yourself to be in that situation. And these other people, even Oprah, as great of a speech as she gave, she was hugging and kissing Harvey Weinstein. Everybody supposedly knew that this guy was like a weirdo. But because he financed films, everybody turned the other cheek. So here's my thought. Hollywood created this guy. Now they're so upset about it themselves. Now they're protesting everything. Cool your jets a little bit. You created him. The word of the wise should be, if there's another weirdo like this out there in any line of business, get away from him.
Right, exactly.
I notice we've had a big exit of people here at CRN from me lately. No, it's okay. I protected myself because with our new studios, there's supposedly a bathroom behind the executive office, but there's no toilet. So it's just a sink and a shower. And to prevent anything weird from happening, I have stocked the shower completely with wine boxes.
Oh, my goodness.
So if anybody's going to watch me in the shower, it's going to be me in a chair having a glass of Pinot Noir. Put a few more chairs in there. We'll have a party back there. It's pretty good. Bring out the potato chips.
The legends of Ka'anapali Luau at the Ka'anapali Beach Hotel will take your breath away with an abundant feast, spellbinding dances, and music from Lei Pono Productions. Be greeted with a lei and browse to see island crafts made by local artisans. As you hear the pu or conch shell blow, your luau experience will begin. The featured entree is a whole roasted pig and a bountiful menu of some of Hawaii's favorite food choices. Oh, you can't forget our famous made in-house taro poi. As your night comes to an end under the spell of the moon, be amazed by the famous fire walk. By the end of the night, you'll be full, and we hope you'll have made new friends and some forever memories while you continue to listen to music from Maui's local Hawaiian musicians every Monday night at Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel. Ka'anapali Beach Hotel, voted Best Aloha Spirit by Hawaii Magazine readers. Call 667-0128 or visit legendsofka'anapali.com for your exciting island adventure.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
The smartest way for you to get the lowest prices on your plane tickets, domestic or international, is to call SmartFares first or last, but you've got to call us before you book your plane tickets. Fly anywhere in the world, fly anywhere in the U.S., and SmartFares can save you up to 75% on your plane tickets. We have the lowest airline ticket prices on over 500 airlines, and you've got a great 12-hour free cancellation window. Plus, with our live agent help, you can always get fast help and fast answers. So on your next trip, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, how about right now? Pick up your phone and call SmartFares, plus save up to 75% on your plane reservation. So call right now. 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644, 800-915-2644.
We're back in the lounge. You're truly Michael Horn and Mr. Classic Car Tomas. What you driving? You got that Mercedes? You got the late model Mercedes? You still got the Datsun 240s?
Yeah, somewhere. In storage.
Somewhere in storage? USA Today earlier in the week revealed that Mark Wahlberg made $1.5 million for some expensive reshoots on the film All the Money in the World, while his co-star, Michelle Williams, received only a per diem of $80 a day.
Oh, no.
Pay disparity, everything to do with the contract language. So here's the deal. Agents, get out there. Get these things equal here when you're putting this together. Currently, this is the movie that Christopher Plummer was in, replacing Kevin Spacey, so they had to do a lot of reshooting. Get that equal pay going. Hurricanes and wildfires, they say, made 2017 the most expensive year on record for disasters. I'll say that again.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says last year's 16 weather and climate disasters caused $306 billion in combined damage.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's a weird story, and I don't know about this. Gyms are banning cable news because of the political chatter, because people hate everybody. I can't chat them. They don't know what Donald Trump stands for. They don't know what the Democrats stand for, the Republicans, so they hate everything. So now the gyms are pulling out the cable news. Keep it on. I want to work out and watch news. It's just driving me to work out in my house again over there.
I wouldn't. I mean,
You don't like to watch the cable news?
No, I'd rather have something, like music to sort of pump me up.
Well, that's why you bring your Walkman with you. I know you have a Walkman. The
somewhere.
cassette. Isn't it a cassette?
Somewhere.
A cassette? Or do you have the upgraded CD model? Bring your earbuds in there and, play something in there. Yeah, have them going. But let us watch the 24-hour cable news networks. They should have 3 TVs in there. Here's how they solve this. CNN, Fox, and MSNBC, so nobody can be upset. They can watch whatever slant they want.
Okay.
Well, actually, you need CNN and Fox, because MSNBC and CNN are the same thing. You have your liberal viewpoint, you got your conservative viewpoint. There you go. So anyway, this Lifetime Fitness, they're based out of Minnesota, is removing CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, CNBC from their televisions. And according to the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, USA, A&E, Discovery, HGTV, ESPN, and local over-air stations remain. ESPN, they get so political, they got to take their announcers and dump them.
Yeah, they do sometimes.
There's going to be an 80s live tour that's been announced, by the way. You heard about this? It's a 30-city outing that's going to bring together some of the beloved 80s rock bands. The Flock of Seagulls, Wing Chung, Animotion, The Romantics, Missing Persons, Men Without Hats. And I thought they found them, too.
Yeah, I thought they found them a while back.
The hats. But they didn't. And they're going to have 8 dates. The tour is going to be kicking off August 3rd, starting out on the Coney Island Boardwalk in Coney Island, New York. They're going to have a stop in Colorado, Texas, California. They're going to have a Flock of Seagulls. All this. There's going to be this is going to be great. Looking forward to that. Miranda Lambert, Little Big Town. They're going to have a joint tour. If you like Miranda Lambert, Little Big Town, they're pretty good. A summer venture is called the Bandwagon Tour. Come on down, get around the bandwagon. Scheduled to kick off on July 12th in North Carolina. First set of announced dates for a co-headlining tour, including the East Coast, Midwest, a total of 13 shows. So look for that. This is good. Both of these artists, Little Big Town and Miranda Lambert, have a combined 36 Academy of Country Music wins, 21 CMAs, and 4 Grammys. Steven Tyler going to be joining in on the Grammy festivities this year, teaming up with Live Nation to hold the inaugural Janie's Fun Gala and Grammy Awards viewing party. It's going to be good. It's going to be in theaters. Is that what they're going to do here? The event's going to include a dinner, a live auction, the award show, a telecast, and a performance by Tyler and his Nashville-based band Love and Mary. It's going to be good. Proceeds going to go to the benefit of Janie's Fund.
Wow.
That's his charitable initiative in partnership with National Family Services nonprofit Youth Villages. It helps girls heal after suffering abuse and neglect. So that's good stuff. That's our show. If you missed anything, log on to the website, crntalk.com/The Lounge. Join us every day at this time. Great hosts, Larry Minetti, Robert Conrad, yours truly, Tomas Fred Dreyer. Thank you very much, Tomas. Thanks to our executive producer, Courtney Kadera. Thank you for listening. I'm Michael Horn. Have a great day, and always keep it right here on CRN for The Lounge.
CRN Digital Talk Radio prides itself on being the station of every situation. Of course, you can always listen live through your local cable TV provider, as well as on our website at crntalk.com. But if cutting-edge technology is more your style, you'll be happy to know that CRN is now available on Wi-Fi radio. Simply log on to Reciva.com, that's RECIVA.com, and look for CRN. You can access all of our great shows and listen live anywhere in the world. Be part of your favorite shows and get the full CRN listening experience you would have with any traditional radio, podcast, or a live stream from our website. For more information on where or how to listen, and for a full list of our programming, log on to crntalk.com and create your own listening experience today.
The radio channels. The radio channels.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. President Trump underwent his first medical checkup as president at the Walter Reed Military Hospital just outside of Washington.
The president spent about 3 hours at the hospital before heading off for a Florida weekend. We're told the 71-year-old commander-in-chief was undergoing a routine physical, including testing of blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, heart rate, and weight. A detailed readout of the results is expected early next week. There have been comments from some of President Trump's detractors that he might have a problem affecting his fitness to serve. They have cited some recent incidents of his slurring words, some of his tweets, and some remarks that have been attributed to close advisors. Jackie Quinn, Washington.
New demands for Medicaid recipients from the Trump administration. The changes will require adults between the ages of 19 and 64 to complete 80 hours per month of community engagement to keep their coverage. That includes getting a job, going to school, taking a job training course, and community service. Kentucky Health and Family Services Secretary Vicki Glisson says the new Medicaid requirements offer dignity and a path up for recipients.
It's going to allow individuals to be engaged in their communities. It's going to improve their employability, and it's also going to provide success through long-term independence, and it's going to make the Medicaid plan, our Medicaid program, sustainable.
Consumer inflation slowed in December to a tiny 0.1% gain as the cost of energy products tumbled following a big jump in November.
The Labor Department says the December increase in consumer prices followed a much bigger 0.4% jump in November. Over the past 12 months, overall inflation is up 2.1%, while core inflation, which excludes volatile food and energy costs, rose 1.8%. Low inflation has made the Federal Reserve cautious about raising interest rates too quickly.
Jeremy House reporting on Wall Street, the Dow by 228 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Just like all the rest of you, I'd been hearing all about MyPillow, and I was plenty skeptical that it could possibly be as great as everyone says it is. Well, I got my first MyPillow, and I love it. Mike Lindell, the inventor of MyPillow, has a very special offer for any Michael Medved listeners, particularly those of you who might be skeptical. MyPillow is now offering buy one, get the next one free. 2 for the price of 1, in other words. If you're looking for a great night's sleep, now is the perfect time to get your first MyPillow. If you already know how great the MyPillow is, why not give them to everyone you know? Call 800-320-6280, use the promo code MEDVED, or go to MyPillow.com, but make sure you use the promo code MEDVED to get the 2-for-1 offer. Call 800-320-6280 and use the promo code MEDVED. That's 800-320-6280, promo code MEDVED, or MyPillow.com.
Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin says more IRS workers will be needed to help implement the new tax law.
Secretary Mnuchin says his department is speaking with Congress about getting additional funding to implement the new tax law. Speaking at an event hosted by the Economic Club of Washington, Mnuchin added he would expect the IRS to hire a significant number of people. Presently, IRS funding levels are below what they were in 2010. In response, the agency has had to reduce its workforce by thousands of employees. Now the IRS estimates it will need nearly $500 million in the next 2 fiscal years to implement the new tax law. Linda Kenyon, Washington.
Fiat Chrysler is recalling more than 160,000 minivans to fix a software problem that can make engines stall. The recall covers certain Chrysler Pacifica vans from the 2017 model year with gasoline engines. The engine control computer can incorrectly determine the operating status and cause the engine to shut off. News and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. The first car showroom for women has opened in Saudi Arabia following the elimination of the kingdom's ban on women drivers.
Women have been milling around the new showroom in a shopping mall in the city of Jeddah. They've been examining cars, climbing into the driving seats and getting a feel for the controls. Rights activists saw the ban on women drivers as emblematic of the suppression of Saudi's female citizens. Its removal is a sign that this deeply conservative Muslim nation is starting to change. In another small indication of this, later on Friday, women will, for the first time, be allowed to join the crowd at a professional football match.
BBC correspondent Alan Johnston reporting. Women were allowed into the sports stadium for the first time to watch that soccer match between two local teams, though they were segregated in the stands from the male-only crowd with designated seating in a so-called family section. More at townhall.com.
CRN listeners, when you come to Southern California, stop by a great restaurant, the Dresden Restaurant at 1760 North Vermont Avenue in Hollywood. Enjoy great entertainment, like the music of the legendary Marty and Elaine at the world-famous Dresden Restaurant. The Dresden was a location for the making of the movie Swingers. Now you can swing with stars Marty and Elaine. Plus, enjoy great food, too, like French onion soup, artichoke hearts, and many other great appetizers. Seafood, there's salmon, shrimp scampi, New Zealand orange roughy, halibut, Lake Superior whitefish, and specialties like veal, marsala, piccata, and parmigiana. Plus, we've got a great roast rack of lamb, chicken piccata, and cordon bleu, and pasta dishes, too. Steaks, filet, New York, Chateaubriand for two. Much more, too, including pork chops, prime rib of beef, and an incredibly extra large cut of prime rib. It's the Dresden Restaurant, open for lunch Monday through Saturday and dinner Monday through Sunday. Check us out at 1760 North Vermont Avenue or call 323-665-4294.
Hi, this is Bill Martinez. Join us every Monday through Friday from 9 to noon Eastern when we're covering the issues that matter most to you. From Obamacare, the latest from Russia, the Middle East, Israel, immigration, and more. We're talking with the policy and political experts so you can be better informed. It's Bill Martinez Live, brought to you in part by my friends at Good News Tax Relief. Let them help you get your peace of mind back by dealing with the IRS for you. Proven experience, proven results. Call 800-255-7500.
If you're a small business, first impressions can make all the difference. With Grasshopper, you get all the features of a professional business phone system on your mobile phone. Choose a business phone number, make calls, and send texts. Stay connected and work from anywhere with features like Wi-Fi calling and our desktop app. Set up your account in minutes with no long-term contracts and 24/7 customer support. Make your small business big. Now get $20 off your first month when you visit grasshopper.com/radio. That's grasshopper.com/radio.
Geico presents eyewitness interviews with inanimate objects.
This is Brian Bruno live on the scene of a recently flooded basement, here to describe the event, a tube sock.
So I'm curled up in a cozy pile of whites when the washing machine suddenly starts shimmying and shaking. Next thing I know, we're standing in 4 inches of water.
Did you help clean up?
Sure, but I'm just one sock.
A tube sock can't help you with a flooded basement, but the Geico Insurance Agency can help you get covered for personal property damage. Call Geico to see how